Hi everybody, it's Jen with Caketastic Cakes, and I'm going to show you the trick to making cupcakes look fancy without having any mad cupcake decorating skills, and also how to put them together into shapes so they look really pretty. So if you see me using any tools or supplies you can use, check the link in the description. It'll be able to help you out. It'll take you to my Amazon shop. You can go from there. Helps me out, helps you out. You see how it goes. All right. Basically, in order to make some nice fancy looking cupcakes, if you don't have any mad cupcake skills, which I do not, all you need are 4 different size and shape tips. And once you have those different size and those different tips, 4 of them, that's all you need. Fill them up with different colored icings. They can be in the same shades. I've got a lot of blues and pinks and purples going on here, or whatever, make them all the same. It doesn't matter. But the idea is to just do some kind of a design on your cupcake and just fill it in. So I have a ribbon tip doing the light pink. I have a couple of star tips doing the purple, and I'm going to call it the blue. And then I've got a French star tip doing that teal, and just an open circle tip, like you might make a dam around the edge of a cake, doing the white. And depending how you use them, twist them, rotate them, make a border, squeeze out some flowers, just do a couple little dots. It doesn't matter. Just do something and throw different sizes of it in and in different patterns. So you see I've got 4 of them going there. For example, the one I'm working on right here, I have 2 large purple flowers, if you want to call them that. Did 2 of the teal ones on the sides, a little smaller, put a couple circles on in the white around it. And then what you can't see through my big old hand right there is I just put a little wiggly line down the center. Just anything like that. And if it looks like too much of a color, break it up. So once you have a whole bunch of these different patterns and everything going, switch the tips. So now you're getting the different colors with the tips with a new tip. And again, here's a different one. I'm doing 4 of these little flowers. I'm going to do something in the center right there. I'm going to put one in between each flower on the side. You just keep mixing it up. And all you need, if you have 4 tips and 4 colors and you don't mind, cleaning your bags, I have reusable bags or, disposable bags, whatever, you can create these different patterns. They're pretty, they don't necessarily look like the edible bouquets that some people are so amazingly skilled and can do, but this looks nice. It looks more than just, a big old swirly, poo emoji on top of your cupcakes. And by the time you're done, like this one, I'm starting to make a bit of a border or a trim around it. I'm doing another one right next to it, so you don't even have to keep doing stars or flowers. You can mix it up however you want. And once you have enough of these going, then it's time to put them together. And putting them together is actually, I think, the easier part to do. So I'm going to show you how I made heart shape and then how I made the number 1. The number 1, you can find templates all over online too if you want to. It's not such a big deal. This is a 12-inch cake plate, okay? So I've got 12 inches of my circular cake plate, and I'm going to have 12 cupcakes on the plate. I ended up actually making 2 hearts and the giant number 1 because these people wanted a lot of cupcakes. And I didn't have a cake plate big enough to make an enormous number 1. But you're going to shape it loosely into a heart. You see how I have like the one at the bottom, and then the 3 go around it, and then you're going to have 4 go around that, and then 2 at the top on the right side and left side. I anchor them down with a little dollop of icing. And right now it looks like not a lot of anything, honestly. Now what you're going to do is start filling it in and take your biggest star tip that you got and start working the cracks between the cupcakes. And you see I'm filling in those purple. Now I'm using the blue, and just like before when you were decorating the cupcakes, make different designs. Do some flowers, do some stars, do some, ribbon lacing, do some border trimming. Start filling it in, break it up because you don't want to have too much of one going. And once you have that looking good and you're happy with it, what I did in this case is I started going around the outside edges. And what I'm doing is, you see how, there's an outline of each cupcake, and right there, And again, there with the purple on the side. I'm going actually more on the side near the top, at the top of the cupcakes, to smooth it out and create a smooth outer edge. So now I have it more of an outline of a heart. I don't have distinguished cupcakes per se that you can easily see. Obviously, from the side, you can see them and pull them apart, no problem. But from the top now, it looks like a proper heart. And I was very happy with it. I thought it came out really nice. It almost looks like a cake, but again, they wanted cupcakes. They want to pull apart cupcakes. So there you go. Now, do you want to take it to the next level? Sure, why the heck not? Throw some sprinkles on there, different kind of sprinkles. The color theme was purple and blue and butterflies. So I had like a variety pack of purple sprinkles, sprinkle them on there, looking good. I also made some little gum paste flowers. These are more of like a purpley blue kind of color. I don't, maybe an opal? I don't know what color you'd call it. They look a little more blue in this video. But again, to make it look more flowers and butterflies, it just seemed like a good idea. These butterflies I really, really liked. They are edible rice paper butterflies, and they come flat, but all I did was fold the rice paper in half, gently, 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 so you don't break it, but you create a crease. It kind of like snaps a little bit, so they're almost broken, and this way their wings stood up, and they're just so pretty. Now, as far as the number one, like I said, you can find this template online, but there you go. You're going to have 24 cupcakes on here, and as long as you do 5 across the bottom in 2 rows, so there's 10 across the bottom, and then you have 2 sets of 2 above that. Well, actually, you know what? If you do in the center and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 pairs straight up from your center, and then 4 coming down at the angle. And again, each one I am anchoring in place with a little dollop of icing. This is American buttercream icing, so it will become stiff and kind of lock up and secure everything in place. But yeah, anyway, so probably very confusing what I said, but you can see what I did. And so I apologize for that. Now, just like before, I start filling it in. I start going for those cracks that are between the cupcakes. And if you feel like some of those cracks are too big, some of those holes are too big between the cupcakes, go for the smaller ones, fill those in first, and you will slowly just kind of circle in and fill it all in. Use your different colors, use your different tips, mix them up again if you want to, like who cares? And once it's all done, it looks really pretty. It's just all filled in. You can see on this one, I did not go around the outside as much to smooth out the cupcake shape, like the hearts. I really wanted them to stand out. This is obviously big enough in number one that I didn't feel it needed it. So I did the same thing. I put the sprinkles on there. I put some of the gum place flowers on there. I put my little rice paper butterflies on there. So everything on here is edible. Everything is, safe, not going to hurt anybody, and it came out beautifully. So it's an easy way to really upgrade your cupcake skills without having a lot of icing and piping skills to work from. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe because it helps me out as well. I've got a ton of other videos out there, so be sure to take a look. And as always, thanks for watching Caketastic Cakes.